everybody, this is Crumpet here, and I'd like to show you an updated version to my cow farm tutorial for 1.7. It got broken in 1.8, and I've updated and fixed it and made it a lot more compact. However, it does require a little bit of redstone now, not too much, and if you're in 1.7 still, you can actually still take out one of the circuits, and it'll still be just fine. So anyways, let me show you how this works. To start off, these are your breeding cows right here. You can obviously get more than here. I only have about 4 because I've been using cow eggs and they'll just make babies and fall through if I try to make more. So I only have a couple in. But anyway, so you press the button right here, and these are just some dispensers with a water bucket, no fancy redstone at all. And you just make them jump up and down, and it makes it a lot easier to breed the cows. And when you're done breeding, just press the button and the water will go away. The reason why we don't have the water on all the time is because the cow's jumping and the water is going to add additional lag, and we don't really want that, so I like the option of turning it on and off. Anyway, so let's come down here to show you how the rest of it works. So down here, as you can see in the middle, there's one tall gap where baby cows can fall through when they're bred, and because there's going to be so many cows in the chambers that they're going to get shoved out and fall down into the holding chamber right here. And we already got a couple guys down here, so that's perfect. You see, they get stuck right here. They won't drown or anything because they'll get into the air spaces every so often and be pushed, so they don't ever actually suffocate or drown. And they just kind of hang out there until they're adults. And the adults can get through. I don't know if they'll be able to get through right now because these babies are in the way, so I'm going to kill these guys real quickly. I need that, actually. Let's see. Right here. Hi. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Okay, so let's close this back up and send an adult cow through. Damn it. Get. Alright, so now let's come back up here and, oops, and we'll see the cow come up here soon enough. There he is. So he goes up the mob elevator just fine, and he goes down into the storage area. Well, the killing chamber, that is. And until, well, it's not going to happen right now, as you saw in the intro. Jeez. As you saw in the intro, though, the lava will dispense every so often. Just do a quick double pulse, pull it right back in, set the cows on fire, and they will be killed. And that's how this all works. So, let me get to a fresh area real quickly, and I'll show you how to build it. Okay, we got ourselves a nice fresh area. So the first thing we're going to need to do is dig out a 5x5 or 3x3 area, sorry, not 5x5. That's 5 blocks deep. So I'm going to speed this up real fast since I'm going to build it up since I'm in creative, and if I go over 3 blocks deep, I'm going to hit the void. So don't want that. So I'm going to build mine up. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, we have our 3x3 hole. This will be your ground level right here, and this is also where the cow breeding chambers, this is where this is going to be, and the holding chamber. Now, pick one side, any real side. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to choose this one, and I'm going to make it 3 blocks wide starting from where the hole is, just so we have a little bit of walking space, and it's also going to be where our killing chamber is going to be right here on the edge. So anyways, so we're at where this is, if this side is on your left, how I built these 3 blocks right here, on this one to the far right, come down here underneath it into the hole and punch out 2 blocks, the 2 blocks on the bottom underneath it, and actually the 3rd block above it as well, and replace it with glass. The reason why we want to replace this with glass is, hold on, we don't want slimes. The reason why we're replacing this with glass is in 1.8, if cows hit their head or any animal hits their head on a block, they're going to take blunt trauma to the head, or I guess it's technically suffocation damage, but that's besides the point. Either way, they're going to take suffocation damage, so anything that the cows could jump on and hit their head against, especially because they're going to be in water, we're going to want glass. So anyways, the next thing we're going to want to do is on the top row right here, just build another line of solid blocks in the middle. We're going to have 2 small breeding chambers, and we're going to take quartz slabs and put them on the top half underneath that, leave one gap of space, and on these two side ones, on the third block up on the bottom half, we're going to want to put another row of slabs. And these are where your two holding chambers are going to be. And if you're trying to breed the cows up before you start killing them all, you can put a row of solid blocks right here as well, so the baby cows don't fall through when you breed them, and you can breed them directly in the chambers and then come back down in here later and break out these blocks. So anyways, these slabs they won't take any damage when they fall through, and I'm pretty sure they won't take any damage hitting this one either. So anyways, I'm going to do that real fast. So we got to build our water elevator now. And like I said, anything that the cows could hit their head against need to be glass, so we're going to make that glass as well. And this is where our elevator is going to start right here. The rest of these blocks need to be solid, and where you hit ground level again right here, it needs to go up 7 blocks from there. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so we had the first half of our water elevator right here. We haven't quite set it up yet, but as you see, I left these 3 blocks out on the side right here where this platform is. That's because this is going to be a ceiling, and again, I just wanted to remind you that this needs to be glass, because the cows could hit their head against that, and we don't want them taking damage before they get into the killing chamber. So, and this is where they're going to come through at right here, this 2-block gap. So, just so I can fly in easily, we're going to come back down here, and on the opposite corner of where this leads out, we're going to need a water bucket, and put that, we just need the one, and it should have one air block right here where nothing's happening. And I forgot to close this in. Oops. I'll just do that. Finish that later. So anyways, on the second last block on the side, we're going to want to put, on this solid block, we're going to want to put a sign right there, and on the lower back block where the air is, we're going to want to put a ladder. And now alternating on the back row, going all the way up, we're going to need ladders going all the way up to where that hole starts. And then same thing from above where the sign is, but on this back side. We're also going to need to replace the glass underneath that in just a second. And you can end it right here because that's where your ceiling's going to start. So anyways, we're going to come back down here and fix that glass. There we go. Perfect. And now in all the air gaps right here between the ladders and the sign, we're just going to want to put a source block of water, so take your water buckets and take it all the way up. It should make a little bit of a zipper design. Okay, so that's a problem. I'm just going to block that for just now because that's annoying. And now over here where this ends, we're also going to make a platform and also build this up. It only needs to be one wide right here. Oops. Bring it up to the same height as the water elevator. Alrighty. And now put your chest down either here or here. I like mine just poking out a little bit. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as you have glass or a non-solid block above it. And then just connect it with 2 hoppers. And before we close this in completely, I'm going to put a sign above the back hopper and take out that solid block and put a dispenser, and that's for our killing mechanism. If you're still in 1.7, you don't have to put the dispenser in. You can just take a lava bucket and put it right there, and it'll kill the cows with no problem. But in 1.8, it does become a problem, and you won't get your loot a lot of the time, so we have this little mechanism set up to kind of help with that. Now, where this block is, the third block down from where the ceiling is supposed to be, where I have this blocked off where the source block of water is, we're going to put a sign on the far side so the water can't get past this right here, and so it doesn't screw up the the lava for any reason if something were to happen. So anyway, so now we're going to need one more source of water right above that back ladder too, and we're perfect. So now you can go ahead and close this all in with glass like so. And perfect. Now I'm going to fix the time because I'm in a new world, so I can release world download if people need it. We're going to take our solid block out again, and we're going to make a little bit of a wall right here just so we can put a button down. And now we're ready for the redstone. So come down into your breeding chambers and grab two dispensers, and where the solid block is right here, we're going to want to put a dispenser for both breeding chambers, and put a water bucket inside both of those dispensers. And this, like I said before, will be to help you breed your cows, make them jump, make them easier to hit with the wheat, so makes them easier to breed so you don't miss out on them. And we're just going to build a little bit of a platform coming off the back of that, and our button is right here, so just build a nice little ramp down like this, and just point it into both dispensers. Even punch out that middle block. And now it's as easy as just pressing a button to breed your cows. And the last thing, unless you're in 1.7 still, like I said before, we're just going to need to set up our killing mechanism. So what we're going to need is, we're going to need hoppers, redstone, solid blocks, a few redstone torches, a dropper, let's see, redstone block, redstone comparator, redstone repeaters, and that should be good, and some blocks that you can waste. So off the back of this dispenser right here, we're going to put our lava bucket inside of that first of all, and put a comparator pointing into that. Next we're going to need a hopper clock coming off the back of this, so we're going to put a hopper down, put a hopper facing into that, break the first one, and put the first hopper facing into the other one so they're both facing into each other. And before we put another block inside of that, we can go ahead and break those two blocks and get another block 2 blocks away from that and break the middle one out and put a redstone torch where that block was. And now we can go ahead and put a single item inside of the hopper, and that will help us, that'll make the ticks for the dispenser for the lava to go off, but now we need to make it double tick. So we're going to come off diagonal to that block going away from the redstone torch, and then bring that down again by 2, and we're going to make a little bit of a torch tower. So we're going to put a torch right there and a torch under there, and now pointing into this block right here with this lowered torch, we're going to take a block coming off the side of that and coming over here. We're going to put a dropper facing upwards where that next to that block right here, a hopper pointing into that, and comparator coming off the side of that, and again another comparator coming off the side of this one. Now where this comparator is, we're going to put a block being pointed into by it, and then a repeater coming out of that block on full delay, and just wire it back into that block with the redstone torch, and that'll make a nice little double pulse for our lava. We can go ahead and break that block out. And finally what we're going to need is on the bottom of the dropper, put another solid block, put another block underneath that with one gap in between, and we're going to need a hopper timer right here. We're going to put a repeater pointing into that, a redstone torch right there, and after it ticks we can go ahead and put another single item into that dropper. Alright, and now we can we'll do that last actually. Put 2 hoppers facing into each other right here. Get our sticky pistons out. Put a sticky piston here, a sticky piston there. Comparators coming off both of the hoppers. Blocks being pointed into by the comparators, and redstone next to those blocks to make a programmable timer. And we're going to need a block of redstone on one of those. And for tutorial's sake, I'm only going to put half a stack in here, but you're going to want to put, fill this up completely, 5 stacks of items. So now let's head over here and make sure this lava is working correctly with the double pulse. So this is just going to take maybe 10-15 seconds, and we'll see the lava come out and retract real quickly, which will set the cows on fire, but not burn the loot. Alright, so everything seems to be working properly. Let's just send a cow through real quickly. So we need a cow egg. Alright. Let's come up here, watch our cow go up the elevator. We have a nice little view of him getting to go up too. I always think it looks kind of funny watching him go up the elevator. Hey buddy. Oh, you just missed the lava, but it'll be back soon. Don't worry. Here, I'll send you a friend. Maybe he'll make it up before the lava. Uh-oh. It's coming. Better hurry. Mr. Moo, you better hurry. You're in. You're in. Alright, cool. Alright, we got 2 cows in there, and it's about to be set on fire. Okay, say goodbye to our cows. Come on, there we go. And so the hoppers pick up the items, they're put into the chest right here, and everything's set to go. And just as a control test, what we're going to do is send a couple baby cows through, and we're going to come over here. We're going to watch the adult go up the elevator and see that the baby cow... Hey, don't do that to me. We're going to see that the baby cows are going to get stuck. They cannot go up the elevator. It works perfectly fine, and they still have air blocks right here so they can breathe, and they'll just wait until they're adults, and once they grow up, they will go up the elevator and be burnt to a crisp for your dinner and your leather needs. So, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. It'll definitely motivate me to keep on doing stuff like this. And anyways, this has been Crumpet. I hope you guys have a good one. See you later.